Hey, how's it going today, guys? I know it's been actually a really long time. I haven't made any videos for YouTube in quite a while, so I'm trying to get prepared for the Virginia City race here in the next month. So I actually took my brand new it's new to me, fx450 up to Virginia City, just for a little pre-run of the course. Yeah, good little ride, come along for a ride. We got to go up there during Oyster Fest. On the way back I recorded, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. And I'll see you at the bottom of the hill. Well, realistically, nice spot, bro.
That's not good.
I don't know if you picked up on it, but there was a guy up there on the rocks. Yeah, I think he probably kicked that down. That's just me, though.
So this is going to be a bit of a rough ride. A lot of snow and shaded over places. Not going to be an easy trek back. Ooh, rough.
So besides the guy kicking rocks down, what I mean by not easy trek back is a lot of this trail is pretty well snowed in. Coming down the mountain, not such a big issue, but going back up the mountain from Oyster Fest here, going to be even a little bit of an issue, I'm not going to lie. This had me thinking like, oh mate, it's going to be so hard to get back over, but actually coming back over the mountain, it really was not that bad. It was a pretty good ride back from Oyster Fest. Had a good time. All these sections that were pretty wide open here, I consider pretty good training for the Virginia City race. In my opinion, non-professional opinion. I'm not a professional. I don't do this for a living. I just bullshit on the internet. But yeah, my non-professional opinion says this is good training, especially having the snow, horrible conditions. Like, it's not a perfectly smooth, groomed ride. Yeah, this next corner is not going to be a pleasant corner to go around because it's pretty thick, deep, and sloppy around here. Well, I think this is what you call leg day. This is a lot of leg work. Just keep the bike up the right. A lot of calories you're spending. Good workout. Not gonna lie.
A lot of snow up here.
Yeah, snow buddy. So I don't know if you guys are picking up on it quite yet, but there's probably about 1.5 feet of just pure slush and slop that I'm plowing through on Husky FX450.
Oh boy. I really did it this time.
Yeah, you did. You really did it this time.
Alright, not bad. Not bad, goes right through.
Yeah, just keep cruising. You're doing good. You know, now I'm sitting here watching myself suffer for this. Actually, it wasn't bad. I really like this stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty good time up here on the hills. You'll see when I get into more wide open sections, I'll open up the bike a little bit and start hauling ass. But for these more technical sections, pretty hard to ride. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, come around the corner, there's more snow. Of course, there's always more snow. It's early spring in Nevada. Keeping it up, doing a good job. Up, leg down.
Not bad. Okay.
Yeah, not bad at all. Clean that GoPro. You don't want your viewers to be blinded. So you'll see up here in a few turns, there's actually an area that I suspect was avalanche, and there's probably maybe 3 or 4 feet of snow on the road, I'd say. About that much snow, and of course, being the dumbass I am, I just tackle it and just like rip into it and go through it, and it was a pretty fun section, honestly. A lot of these snow sections I consider to be great training. One, they're technical, difficult, that sort of stuff. I wish I would have got up into more rock garden, so here we go. We're coming into a kind of more techie snow section. It sounds stupid saying it like that, but snow is good practice, and it is hard work getting through the snow. Look at this, right through, not a problem. Beautiful. And then I just rip out like badass. Yeah, that's how you deal with snow right there. And then of course I come around the corner, I'm like, oh goody, more snow. This commentary, Lord, the commentary. So does this? Oh, yeah, that doesn't look good. Sloppy mud, this mix of snow. Just pick a line through there. Somebody's already cut the path for me, so hard work, man. It's hard work. This was not the line, I'll be honest with you. Now that I'm looking at it, I probably would have cut around the outside, but this is whatever.
Well, a lot of exercise from this. That's the best way to look at it.
Yeah, it's good exercise, buddy. You keep up the good work. I'm gonna sit here and eat pizza. Yeah, you just keep cruising. Like going through that, not too bad.
Go around the outside here.
Yep, good choice. That seems like the right way to go. So the one thing that I'm lacking as far as training goes is
Go around the outside.
Yeah, around the outside. Okay, you got it. It's rocks. I need to get into more rock gardens and stuff because the Virginia City race next month. There's gonna be a lot of rocks. Ooh, not good.
Damn it.
Yeah, damn it's right. A little pop turn, get that front wheel up, bring it around, start cutting across the snow. Best way to go. Just kind of rocking the bike, feeling out. So getting stuck like this, like, is good training. You're gonna expend a lot of energy doing this. I consider this a good training regimen. Like, just get out there, get into a bad situation, and save yourself. That's what I would say, personally.
There we go.
Yep, there we go. Let's go. Yeah, honestly, there's no end to snow. Later in the video, it gets a little bit more interesting, I'll be honest. Down the mountain, we had some Oysterfest fellows going home from Oysterfest, and they were probably a little sloshed in the side-by-sides, if you know what I mean.
There we are.
Just a little sloshed up. But it seemed like they were having a good time in their side-by-side, so yeah. It was cool passing them, seeing them out on trail. It was fun. This whole thing was just a blast. Not too bad. It can haul ass for there. Not horrible. Lots of traction. It actually looks worse than it actually is. Like, you could just pretty much pick a gear and just disappear for the stuff. Making the back end of that bike bounce around just a little bit for loose stuff back there. Just a little bit. right here, opening up pretty good. Come around the corner, and what am I met with? Of course, more snow up on the mountain. We're not quite to the avalanche section yet, but we're getting there. We're getting right to the thick of it. Yeah, you clean that GoPro. I'm just, when it comes to wet conditions and like rainwater and all that sort of stuff, I just can't deal with mud, slush, snow, sleet, whatever it may be. I'm not a fanboy of this type of riding. I like rocks, boulders, you know, anything like that. As long as it's dry and warm, that's what I appreciate about riding. I don't do snow. But, like, again, good practice. Throw yourself into bad conditions, just to see how you perform in those conditions, I would say. Oh, yeah. So look at this section up here. Look at the road. See how much snow is burying the road here? It's like 4 or 5 feet. No, it's probably like 3 or 4 feet of snow, but me, of course, you just gotta tackle it, and you have these side-by-side guys over here, like, thinking about it, like, really, should I go for this? And it's like, the best way to just deal with something like that is tackle it and get on through. And that's exactly how I execute this, and I just dive right in, and let's have fun. Hi guys, how you doing? Of course, gotta clean the GoPro after that, because plenty of slush and snow after our avalanche area. I don't know if it's the wind whips through there and blows all the snow into that spot, or if there was an avalanche and all the snow collected there, but it seems like it's either one of the two options. Either was an avalanche, or just the winds pick up a certain way and it blows all the powder into that section of trail. It's just unusual to me that it wound up being like 3-4 feet deep there. And yeah, you just kind of have to dive in and take it, you know, one step at a time. Got another side-by-side, of course. A lot of those guys up there going to Oysterfest and leaving Oysterfest and going up for beer and pizza and all that good stuff. I totally didn't partake in those activities before this ride, but yeah, it was a good time. I did like the pizza though. Pizza was a gem. Yeah, I recommend if you go up to Virginia City just to hang out, you know, have a cold beer at I believe it's the Red Dog Saloon, and have some pizza there. It's a great place to hang out and just have a great time, you know.
Alright.
Alright's right. Sitting there doing a little pop turn.
Oh yeah, there's been a fair bit more people through here, which is good for me.
Yeah, a lot of people that showed up for Oysterfest are like, hey, why drive your car when you can take your side-by-side, ATV? So I wasn't the only one out there on the trail. It was pretty well-traveled trail at this point. Not gonna, you know, dress it up and be like, yeah, this is gnarly, because it really wasn't. If I got myself in a situation, surely somebody would come along and I'd be like, hey, please help. And there wouldn't be problems. Nevada's pretty good about that. Like, if you ever go out to the Rubicon Trail, which I highly recommend if you're interested in 4x4ing.
We're skiing down, boys.
Yep.
Down. Oh, shit.
Just skiing down. If you ever go up to the Rubicon Trail, I recommend going around the Jeep Jamboree time, because if you're out there, there's a bunch of trail crews and stuff, and if you find yourself in a bad situation, there's always somebody out there that's going to be willing to help. Like the people that throw the Jeep Jamboree are a good bunch of lads. Me on my dirt bike, of course, I picked more gnarly times to go about hopping on the Rubicon. But yeah, this year I think I'm planning a Rubicon trip. I'm gonna try and do it. We'll see how things work out. Yeah, wrong choice. Back to the main road. Yeah, that pop turn.
Yeah, a lot more snow up here.
There we go. So now that the trail's pretty much more clear, there's less snow and stuff like that, this is when I start opening up the bike a little bit and actually enjoying the bike for what it is. I feel like this year during the Virginia Series race, I think having this bike is going to be a huge benefit, because the old 02 CRF 450 that I had before, it was a good bike. I'm not going to say it's a bad bike. For the year, it was a great machine. It just wasn't built for off-road riding, so like these techie trails where it's like rocks, boulders, stuff like that, I found myself with more arm pump. My arms were hurting all the time. It just wasn't as good of a ride as being on this fx450. This bike is actually designed to do more trails like this. This is what it's built to do, and it just wound up being a more pleasant experience. Later I will do a kind of more in-depth review about what I like about this bike that I scooped up, and I just really don't know, like, it's not even like that heavy. Like, it's a pretty light bike, pretty easy to ride, good power. It's not aggressive power. It's not like my 450 that I had before where it was aggressive horsepower, so it didn't turn on like a light switch. But this bike has been just a way better riding experience. It's, you know, you don't come out of it as winded at the end of the day and sore and achy and feeling like you got ran over by a dump truck. Yeah, the bike is, I actually am really loving it. I'm sure there's some caveats to it, but the bike's been pretty good. It's got a recluse. It's got a bunch of things. Oh, here's the first of our side-by-side buddies. This guy was pretty cool. He's just chilling. Of course, I start chilling behind him. We're just cruising. And you see, he was cool enough to give me just a little bit of room. Wipe that camera. I'm gonna sneak up and go on by. And there we go. So, going down the mountain, a little bit more, trail riding. You can see trails drying off, getting pretty open down here. Not a lot. We're getting down to a creek here, and this is where I run into our second side-by-side buddy. I don't know if you can see him yet. Yeah, there he is, just on the other side of this creek crossing. I think I can scoot by him here. Yeah, that was the wrong answer. It was a wash. Dropped it right down there. I'm like, either I'm directing this bike up the bank or I'm going down the bank, and I chose down the bank, realistically. Oh, back on the road again. So this guy, he got up here. He was actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Got right past him, right up here. He actually was nice enough to move over, give me plenty of space. See that? What a great guy. Gave me plenty of space there just to scoot on by, get around his side-by-side. And right for this section, this is actually one of my more favorite sections. I had a lot of fun just blasting through here. Going for a lot of rough rock sections and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, this was great training all through here. Later you'll see we have like a little creek crossing again, and I go for that section and I just like bomb through it, and it felt great. I mean, all the way around this bike, the suspension just seems more compliant for what I'm doing now. Like, it just hooks up. It's the bike, I really appreciate this machine. Yeah, right through there, not a problem. And of course, there has to be more side-by-sides coming back from Oysterfest, and that's who we're catching up on right now. It's another side-by-side guy. This guy, I don't know if he can hear me, I don't know if he can hear, but there's actually a fair bit of music playing. He's probably just jamming out, sitting there, you know, riding out his buzz after drinking all that beer at Oysterfest. Yeah, he's just jamming. I don't think he even noticed me back there. Little blip of the throttle. Still don't think he heard me. He could have pulled off right there. He didn't, so I just bombed past him. Of course, that's the easy answer. And then, out of everything that I've seen today, this is the only hiker. Hi, guy. How you doing? The only hiker up there on these trails. Right here, got another creek crossing. Again, this is one of those things, like, you can't really see the rocks. You just kind of have to deal with the rocks in the muddy water. So just kind of bomb through there and, you know, feel it out. And yeah, this bike just eats through all of it, and I love the way it feels. Like, it's not unpredictable. It doesn't get bucked sideways, none of that weird stuff. This machine works super duper 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 well in the rough stuff. I need to get out there, get out to stuff, kind of like practice for stuff like grinding stone, if you know what I mean, like the hard enduro and like more gnarly technical terrain. But with the snow on the ground, I'm kind of a hard place to go out and find different terrain. Anyhow, this is pretty much it. It just kind of opens up into the sandy desert kind of material out here, and you know, it'll just kind of open up and rip and ride and keep going. So, I don't know, I think this is where I'm going to cut off this video. There's nothing really more to see out of this. Yeah. So, you all have a great day. I will cut to the ending clip. And it's been a good ride. So, peace.